As things are heating up in climate negotiations, the issue of who is going to pay for the loss and damage caused by the climate crisis is on everyone's mind. But really, that shouldn't even be debated because the rules of the game have already been stated. Signed into international law in 1992, when the UNFCCC climate agreement was made, those who have polluted must pay their fair share. And with historic responsibilities come obligations, but also opportunities. Opportunities to lead, opportunities to right past wrongs, and opportunities for transformation. But rich countries are not rising to the task, and instead they are rejecting their climate debts from the past, rejecting their responsibilities and those opportunities by delaying climate negotiations and much needed climate action. But this is no new thing, you know, because since way back in 1991, when small island nations of the world called for compensation to help with rising seas, rich countries have been refusing to pay up for loss and damage. And instead, it is the countries and communities on the front lines of the climate crisis who are leading. And they're crafty, you know, these rich countries. They play their tricks. Tricks like stating that we don't have enough science when scientists from around the world have made it clear that we do. Tricks like saying we need to improve existing systems like insurance and humanitarian aid when they're already failing. And tricks like pointing the finger at other countries just to take the heat off themselves. I mean, they're so sly that it's not even obvious what they're saying. And it's mad because even when in reality it's undeniable that massive climate disasters are costing hundreds of billions of dollars, they're still playing tricks. And right now they're at it again, placing the blame on other countries, saying there's no way that big polluters like China should receive any money from our hard-working taxpayers. And you know what? For a moment I had to agree with them. Why should India, China and Saudi Arabia, some of the world's biggest carbon emitters, receive support? Aren't they the ones burning coal, building factories and getting rich from selling oil? But then I remembered those historic responsibilities, the rules of the game signed into law in 1992 when the UNFCCC was agreed. And I thought, yeah, there's no reason why China, India and Saudi Arabia couldn't maybe pay in the future. But right now, rich countries must pay their fair share. Because having industrialized first, they've had a 200-year head start. A head start alongside colonialism, which has made countries like the UK, the USA and France massively wealthy, while countries in the global south have struggled to put systems in place to meet the basic needs of their citizens. And you know what? When it comes to China, I heard that a lot of that polluting is benefiting brands with headquarters based in cities like London, Paris and New York. So yeah, I think it's time that rich countries stop delaying and start paying up for loss and damage. Don't you agree?